this is part 2 of your resin making. Sorry guys, I went over my 10 minutes. I always do. Yeah. So you need something like a toothpick. I don't advise you to pick up one of these because there's times where I have jabbed myself and yeah. And then also this is could damage your mold. It's very sharp. Because if you poke it, you can leave marks in there and scratch it. I have an old mold, like an old mold. It was my first mold, so it's damaged, pretty beat up, but, yeah, I don't know what the heck, my cousin was doing, my friend was doing. She was, like, scraping or something, and thank goodness it was that mold, because I would have had a field day, like, very upset, because you don't want to yell at your friend, but you get mad that it was ruined. Yeah. So, now that it's mixed, I'm going to let it sit, and then this is the time where you want to prepare your molds that you're going to put in it, decide which ones you want, set it up, and I'm going to set it up weird, and I'll also show you how I set it up, because I have these new molds that I want to try out, and they need to rest on something, just in case they spill or something, because they're very strange. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on, I'll be right here. I'm going to grab the original mold that I made these out of and put them in there. So I can give them a base because they're just going to be sitting here. And I hope these ones work because they're the mustaches that I've always wanted. So I want to make those ones. I also have a bow that I'm going to try. You can kind of say this is a like tutorial to see if this will work. I think I'm for the first layer of this cupcake that I just made. And then I'll pour the last layer of the one that I said I had set up. And then I'll pour the first layer of this one and add my stickers in. And the next layer I'll have tomorrow. The reason you do it in layers, like I said, this one, actually, I did more than one layer on this one. It's because if you pour the first layer, then pour the second layer, the colors are going to mix. Unless you want a tie-dye effect, or you want the sticker to have color underneath, don't do that. I've done that when I first started resin. You get so ahead of yourself and you see a picture and you get stickers, or you get, like, I cut out of magazines. Yeah, and put it in there, and it was so cute. It was like, when the first Twilight book came out, that's when I first started resin. I ordered the bottle online, and, the bottle came, and one was full, and one spilt. But I think my foster mom said that she put it on the table, I guess somebody dropped it or something, and she noticed that the package was leaking, so she didn't know what the heck I bought, and she's kind of mad because she said it could have ruined her table, but yeah, she got over it because I was mad because I paid money on it, and that resin actually cost me, like, everybody says it's expensive, but I bought those small little bottles, and they're, like, thin, that small, and those were like $20, but that's when I first started resin, so I didn't know. This bottle cost $20, and it's a lot bigger than that first one I got. Yeah, and then I mixed it. I didn't have the proper containers, so I had to mix it in a, wax cup. Never use wax cups, because wax cups, you know how when I was mixing this and I was scraping the sides and stuff, you'll scrape wax, and then wax will be floating in there, and you scrape wax, and then also, you scrape so much, the resin eats at the cup. I don't know if it was just a cup I had, but it ate at it, and then a lot of my first pieces has, like, white pieces, and it took me forever. I just thought the resin was supposed to be like that, and, like, in one of the best one I did, it had, like, little white flakes on him. He looked like he had dandruff in his hair. It was so funny. It was, Edward Collins, and I'm obsessed with Twilight, and he had, like, little flakes in there, so, it's better plastic cups, disposable cups, those measuring little tiny, like, for when you're sick cups. And you can get those, like, order them online, but they're really expensive for those ones. And then you can get them at an art store. But in those ones, I think I can get, like, 15 in a pack, and they're, like, $8. That's, yeah, a lot of money. These ones are, I got a pack of 80 for $2.99. Okay. So, let me show you. While I'm blabbering, you see how the bubbles are starting to lift? Okay. So they lifted enough. I'm going to pour my next layers in this checker pattern one for you guys. And you also do not want your resin to sit too long, because there's time I have mixed a resin and then my uncle called me for something and I'll be like, okay, and I'll go, and then we end up moving something, or my dog. She loves to go to my door, and she's a big dog, so she'll go to my door and like sniff, 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 and then I'll know either she has to go to the restroom and she'll take me outside, and then she'll be like going around sniffing every tree, every bush outside, sniffing the car that's been parked there. Yeah, she'll sniff it, and then I'll be like, come on, we gotta go. Like, what are you doing? You're just irritating me. Come on. And she'll come in, then want to play. And then I'll be all mad, like, no, I gotta go. And I'll come in the room, and this stuff will be making this crackling sizzle noise, which is very weird. And it'll harden. Like, you'll mix it, and it's very hot. The cups are hot. And there's time where the cup is really hot, and I'm like, what the monstrosity? And I'm going like this, like trying to mix it very quick and pour it. And after mixing it, it hardened. And like, kid you not, the whole car, it scared me. Like, I ran to the dumpster to throw it away, and then I freaking thought about it. Like, what if there was something in the dumpster that like had a chemical reaction to it? And then I ran inside and got like a jug of water and threw it in the dumpster. So I think my neighbors were a little weirded out by me, but hey, it's not the first time. I've always been different. But it was kind of funny. I thought it was funny when I thought about it later. I was like, I look ridiculous. Just running around outside throwing cups in the dumpster, then running back inside and throwing water in the dumpster. Yeah, they probably thought I had like my own problems. It was kind of funny. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm just going to pour the first layer in most of these. And then tomorrow morning I'm going to pour the next layer. And I'll also do a later video showing you guys how those pieces came out. So I'm going to stop this video because I just made a 20-minute video of how to mix resin. I don't think nobody else has done that, because they're a lot faster than I am. And again, I said mix your resin well because you scrape at the bottom to make sure you don't waste any. And this is why. Okay. And also, another thing is, make sure your area is at a level, not a leaning area, but a like leveled space, because you'll pour a piece and think it's leveled and then it'll come out crooked. That's a mistake I like to make a lot. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna finish this one and I'll post it tomorrow morning when I'm making my other one. Thanks, guys.